Thank you, President. My matter is for the Minister for Prevention of Family Violence, and it relates to a 17th of August 2020 media release from the Minister titled "Keeping Family Violence in Sight During Coronavirus." That release observed that the COVID lockdowns and restrictions of the past year have been accompanied by increased risk of family violence and abuse. The Men's Referral Service was fielding an 11% increase in calls compared to the previous year, and the government had therefore allocated significant funding to the arrangements for taking perpetrators or potential perpetrators from their homes to other short-term or long-term accommodation instead. However, I've unfortunately been hearing some troubling anecdotes about how this approach is now being practically implemented. In particular, I'm being told about cases where not only vexatious calls are being taken about people allegedly causing or threatening family violence, but also the serious problems this then creates for them in being able to access alternative accommodation. Particularly in my electorate of Northern Victoria, it seems they sometimes have literally nowhere to go. For now, I'll illustrate this with a reference to one recent case of which I am aware from a town recently in my electorate of Northern Victoria. In this case, an accused perpetrator of family violence not only denied all such claims against him, but was immediately removed from his home and then taken to a police station, at which multiple phone calls were made to the Men's Referral Service in an attempt to try to find housing for him. However, there was simply no answer to any of these calls. As a consequence, the man spent the entire night not only in complete despair and at his wits' ends about what had been alleged about him, but also forced to sleep on the floor and chairs in a cold police station. My understanding is that it also took a considerable time during at least the following day for accommodation to be found. Obviously, there are a lot of different questions to potentially be posed about all of this. I realise an adjournment matter doesn't allow me that flexibility though, so I will instead concentrate on seeking one main action instead. This is to ask the Minister, in view of the queries I am increasingly fielding about this, if she could provide an explanation of the hours during which the Men's Referral Service actually takes calls and why it does not seem to be a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week service.